Alright. Twisted Metal. I have a lot of memories about this game. Not specifically of the game itself, but about it. What I mean is, I remember reading about God damn it. Yeah, the continuity is going to be fucked on this video because I'm going to be coughing all the time. However, now, although are they even different? Alright. Be real chill. Super chill. That's me. Chillest motherfucker on the planet. However, the random pedestrians, as well as the general streets and fuck it. Oh, shit. And with that, we'll segue to what Yakuza actually is. Probably at this point sounds a lot like a Japanese Grand Theft Auto. However, that's not particularly accurate. If anything, it's more close to... I fucking said it again. And with that, we'll segue to what exactly kind of a game is Yakuza. Probably sounds an awful lot at this point like Grand Theft Auto. Except Japanese and fucking shit. Because there is way more combat. Oh, man. When your heat bar is full, you can pull off moves that inflict massive damage. And I kind of have to take a shit. But here's where it gets interesting. Shenmue's not... fuck. Oh, of course you're gonna shovel now. Or at least if you want to fight this Amon asshole. Which I can't show because I fucked something up on my last playthrough. Time. Is it? Ooh, shit. Okay, I guess it's... They probably didn't want to take away from... fuck it. Kiwami is the same game except basically better. Kiwami is the same game except better, basically. The flow of games had abruptly died. The flow of games the steady stream of games had abruptly trickled out. Fuck. What kind of a word am I looking for here? Time to lock and... Time to lock and load once again, because... Yeah, actually... Fuck. And once again, we have a change of venue. This is the... Fuck. The game is... Ah, boy. And that extends to the controls. While, of course, motion-based controls, it's not actually a light gun shooter. It is at heart. I literally did this every... Oh, shit, what did I do with the game? Okay, what the fuck? What happened to the game? Road Rash 3. The last Genesis game to fuck. For whatever reason, the music auxiliary that... Loud ass plane flying over my house. Man, it's like, sounds like it's coming straight at my house. Okay, Doppler effect going away. The graphics are more detailed. Oh shit. One of the police sirens is incredibly irritating to listen. Well, what do you know? There are police sirens going on right now. But that wasn't a... fuck it. Got it back all the way in 92 or whenever. No, it was not 92. Fuck it. Back then we never had a gun, so I just had to use the controller. Now back then we never had another gun, so I was always stuck using the controller. Now back then we never had the second gun, so he would always get to use this and I would just be stuck using the controller. It's not full motion video like those Laserdisc games that were all the rage in the 80s. Neighbor's dog is barking. Get promoted based on your rank? Yep. That's kind of... Well, duh. I can only speculate that the Japanese company was a little hesitant about having Chinese enemies. Because, you know, there was that thing. As you can see, I do not have the Super Nintendo Justifier. It's really not worth getting. I would accept donations, though. It's a weaker console than the However, I would definitely say the Genesis version is not really an arcade shooter. I would call it more of a simulator. Like a police trainer. And there's even more sound effects. And finally we have Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 on the PlayStation. It's a compilation, but it's still Lethal Enforcers for me to review. Okay, what's the best way to seizurize this? Fucking thing. Holy crap. This game is quite possibly harder than the arcade version. As you can see, oops, shit. Yeah, it's plain to see. Yeah, as it's plain to see, it's been well worn. Waiting for the plane to fly overhead. Let me break down the math for you. There are 8 stages, but only 3 of them have lightning. Ah, fuck it, man. Ah, plane's flying right over my house. I think I milked the joke for all it was worth. Holy shit. Okay. If you're gonna have a minimum distance, it should be at least the extent of your minimum. Look, if you're going to have a minimum range you have to be into, it should be at least greater than the maximum range of your effective weaponry. Fuck. Oh, that was the wrong one. This is the right one. But what if you're playing a Sweet Tooth? Fuck! 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 It completely overshadows the original to the fact that it... I'm Stickghost, and I thank you for watching. Fuck. That's kind of my creepy voice. Well, it was pretty awesome back in the day. So, of course, it came a sequel, and... Fuck. What the fuck? The hell did that come from? In the first game, when you used magic, you used man, that's fucking tongue twister. In the first game, when you wanted to cast magic, you had to use everything. And so, how does Golden Axe 2 stack up against its predecessor? Very well, to say the least, but I consider this a superior sequel. Yes, it's also an unoriginal sequel, but it is a superior sequel nonetheless. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say after this. Oh man, it's way too goddamn hot for this shit. I don't think I really need that. The thing about FMV games is that, fuck it. Although not everything comes from the actual recordings, there are a few more typical sound effects. They've taken the mayor and his daughter hostage. Hostage. They've taken the mayor and his daughter hostage. As opposed to just simply rote memorization of the button presses you need to press in order to survive. That was super repetitive. This is something I noticed with all of American Laser Games' I would say. And made. Then there was another lull. Then came another lull before we got Mad Dog. There was another lull. And then the game resurfaced as part of Mad Dog McCree Gunslinger Pack on Wii. The first live-action shooter on Wii. It's probably the last one, too. As a thing, fuck it. Another lull, and then the game reappeared as part of Mad Dog Gunslinger Pack, okay. The mechanics are all present. Get to use the move. In fact, it's actually you get to move the U. If you remember that this was an arcade game that was meant to be played for 25, 50 cents a pop. I don't know what the rate was. And taken on that merit, it's worth a fistful of dollars. Reference. I don't know why I said that. You know, old man, I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch, okay? Shit. You know, old man, I don't speak freaky deaky cowpoke, okay? Now, if you want my opinion, I'm actually completely torn on this. On the one hand, man, fucking sirens. Where all the main characters happen to end up in the same place at the same time. Oh, and there's an impersonator, and someone gets framed for murder because a camera just happened to capture the action from the perfect angle to make it look like he did it. Fuck it. If they got James Ellroy to write a script for a Steven Seagal flick, best way for me to describe it would be if James Ellroy was... James Ellroy. It's almost as if James Ellroy was hired to write the script for a Steven Seagal flick. You know, back when he was legit and not fat. You've probably heard of the most well-known sub-story where you get invited to a sex club that turns out to play to a particular type of tank. Fuck it. Take, for example, the classic slide a motherfucker across a bar. Take, for example, the classic move where you slide a motherfucker across a bar counter. Take, for example, the old classic where you slide a motherfucker across a bar counter. Take, for example, the old classic where a motherfucker gets slid across a bar counter. Man, get some more light out of this motherfucker. If anyone happens to know Jesse Connell, I somehow ended up with his copy of Final Fight. I've always thought about trying to find him. Or her, I guess. I'd be like, Jesse Connell. And they'll be like, yes? And then I'd kick open the door and I'd be like,